Okay. So our health and wellness expert, Ms. Arashdeep Kaur, she is a trained expert who has trained herself in different avenues, in different areas of yogas, communication, and also nutrition. So she has conducted many online and offline sessions for all age groups and healing various medical issues like thyroid, PCOD, PCOS, back problems, etc. She is also an INFS scholar and nutrition and fitness expert and a certified nutrition trainer. She is also a marathon runner and has run 42 kilometers marathon, which was sponsored by Standard Chartered Marathon, Mumbai Marathon. And 4 times she has run in a 21-kilometer marathon sponsored by ATAL Delhi, and many more such marathons she has participated in. Beyond her all the qualifications and experience as a fitness and wellness trainer, so you'll be very surprised to know that Miss Arshdeep is also an electronics engineer by her education. So she is a gold medalist and she possesses almost 15 years of academic teaching experience. So what a combination of knowledge and healthy living expertise we have in her, and she is a very good looking fitness expert as well. So I would like to welcome Ms. Arshdeep to teach us about how to live a happy life without using CRISPR, of course, and using proper exercise and diet. So welcome Arshdeep to this third day of our faculty development program, and I hand over the session to you, and the audience is yours.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, first of all, a very good afternoon to everyone out there. And I hope that you all are doing great and everyone is, just fine at your side. Myself, Arashdeep Kaur, and I am here to take a session regarding the overall well-being and good health through yoga and exercise, right? So as Meghna ma'am, she has introduced me, but I will give my introduction so that it be more clear. Okay, so as she mentioned that I am a certified yoga teacher, and I have been trying to spread the culture of yoga through online and offline sessions, right? Teaching people different techniques of yoga. And along with that, I have been into fitness industry from the past 5 to 6 years, and doing certifications in various fields like Pilates, functional training, body weight training, strength training, Zumba, and Strong by Zumba. So that shows my passion to go into depth of fitness. So I love to teach people about the right techniques of any kind of workout. It can be yoga, it can be Zumba, it can be Strong by Zumba. Everything has a right technique. If you don't do it by that, then you are not going to get any kind of benefit, and contrary, you can hurt yourself. You can it can leave you having different pains like joint pains or any muscle pull. So it is very necessary to know the right technique of every kind of thing you are doing, you are practicing. It can also be running, it can also be jogging. You should know the right technique. So I love to guide the people through the right techniques, as well as the right thing about nutrition, that how to have a balanced diet, even if you want to lose weight, or if you want to gain weight, or if you want to maintain weight, so how to do that, So I just want people to have the benefits of a healthy lifestyle through all those things, through the right techniques as well as the right nutrition. So my motive behind introducing myself was that so that anyone who is out there, they might be practicing one or the other thing, so they can ask about anything, not only about yoga, not only about diet. They can ask, they can have a query about anything, and they can drop the questions in the message box or the chat box, right? And I want this session to be really interactive, because if you will ask questions, only then I would be able to help you. Otherwise, we will be covering most of the topics, right? But I would like you to ask me questions or any queries. Because when we are starting any fitness journey, suppose I want to start yoga, right? Then in the beginning, we don't know from where to start. कौन सा आसन पहले करना है? Which asan we should start? What should be the warm up? You cannot start with the rigorous session just like that. You have to warm up, then you need to do the conditioning or the in-between session, then you need to cool down. So you should know that, what are the asanas or what are the exercises you need to start when you're starting something. You can be starting running, you want to prepare for a marathon, then you need to know that you cannot start just running at a high speed. You need to warm up. So you can ask all those questions regarding that. Okay, so I would like to share the screen because I have prepared the presentation so that every one of you can understand me more clearly by looking at what I am trying to explain. Right? Okay, are you able to see that screen?
Yeah, I can see. I hope everyone is able to see the
Yes,
screen.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
So as the topic is overall well-being and good health through yoga and exercise. Now, before starting that, we should know about what do you mean by overall, right? Overall means from every aspect. Okay, har tarah se. So if we are talking about, if we are here to talk about the overall well-being, then we need to know that what aspects we should consider, right? Overall means I am completely, well-being means I'm completely well. So if I'm asking myself that am I overall well, तो उसका मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of that? What should I consider? Okay, well, most of the people, they consider that I'm physically fit, like I'm not suffering from any kind of disease. That means I'm well, right? But the overall thing that covers many parameters apart from the physical fitness. So before starting with that, we need to ask ourselves few questions. Now, everyone who has joined the session, they must have joined with some questions or with some queries in their mind because they wanted to know something about this. So the first question we need to ask ourselves is that why we are here, right? That why we want to know about this, why we want to know about overall well-being and good health. Are we not overall well? Are we lacking somewhere, right? So the first question we need to ask ourselves that why we are here, why we are discussing this thing. So everyone out there, they need to ask this question from themselves. It is for them. You need to ask yourself that why I'm here, right? So the second thing is that everyone is talking about a healthy lifestyle. So what is a healthy lifestyle? Why are we talking about healthy lifestyle? Because our ancestors, our previous generations, they never needed this thing to talk about lifestyle. They already had a healthy lifestyle. They were good, they were sound, right? So as you can see, that why we feel that it's time to consider our eating habits. As I discussed that our previous generations, they were eating, whatever they were eating, they were strong, they were strong enough. They were not suffering from any kind of deficiency. But right now, every other person is suffering from one or the other deficiency. Some vitamin or minerals or some nutrition is missing in their diet. Why? What are we doing wrong? Where are we wrong? Because the very weird part is that maximum of the people, out of 10, like 3-4 people, they are suffering from the deficiency of vitamin D. And in a country like India, jahan pe itni dhoop hai, there is so much vitamin D and we are suffering from deficiency of vitamin D. So why? So it is alarming, right? So why all those things are missing in our body or in our diet? And next is that why there is strong need to keep a check on our activities and work on ourselves on daily basis, right? So We were active enough. Our old generation, they were active enough. They were never told. The funny part is right now it's trending that you need to complete 10,000 steps. You need to have a smartwatch, and you need to keep a check on the number of steps you are having. I have seen people who keep a check. They are not in a mood of walking, but just to complete those steps, they cover the steps. So why is it that we are not walking enough? We need to keep a check on our number of steps. So this is alarming. Why are not we active enough? And why we need to work on ourselves on daily basis. Everybody is told, that they need to work on their mind, on their physical activities on a daily basis. Why it is not automatic, right? So these are the questions we need to ask ourselves before we start with the discussion. Because we need to know where the problem is, why we are here. Are we having a bad lifestyle or unhealthy lifestyle? Why we are having bad eating habits? Why we are lacking in certain nutrients? And why we need to work on our activity? Why we need to keep a check on the number of steps? So before going to the discussion, we need to know about the basic definition of health, right? Now, whenever somebody asks you that, are you healthy? What comes in your mind? Just ask yourself. When I am asking you that, are you healthy? You would say yes or no in what context? How would you calculate yourself as being healthy or unhealthy? I'm just giving you 10 seconds so that you can think that, okay, I'm healthy because so and so. I'm healthy because so and so, because of few points. I hope you have discussed it with yourself that I'm healthy or unhealthy because of few reasons. Now, 99% of people, they consider being healthy as only not being suffering from any kind of disease, right? That I'm not suffering from any kind of disease, it means I'm healthy. But health is not only about physical fitness. It is much more than that, right? It is about your mental health. It is about your social health. It is about your emotional health. So health is not only just the absence of disease or infirmity. It is a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being, right? So we need to be completely fit. When I'm asking you that, are you healthy? You need to check all these parameters: physical, mental, as well as social. Physical, we all know. Okay, मैं exercise करती हूँ and I'm not suffering from any kind of disease, so I will consider myself physically fit, right? My physical health is sound. But what comes under the mental and social well-being? Just ask yourself, are you mentally fit? How would you consider yourself mentally fit? And if I ask you that, are you socially well? Then what parameters you will check regarding your social well-being? Okay, again, I'm giving you 10 seconds. You need to think about the mental and social well-being. It is very important. You can just be overall well only when all the aspects are healthy. Okay, so when we are talking about wellness, then there are 6 dimensions of wellness, right? We need to check parameters in all the 6 dimensions. In the next slide, I'm going to show you those 6 dimensions. And you should be there with the paper and pen. You need to note down in which things you are lacking. It is very important. Before discussing something, before discussing a problem, I'm just here vaguely that, okay, I want to listen about the overall well-being and good health and yoga and exercise. But what you need to know is that on what aspects you need to work on yourself. मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि मेरे weak points कौन से हैं. If I know my weak points and I admit that, yes, these are my weak points, only then you are going to work on that. Okay, if I I feel that I'm short tempered. Feel क्या मतलब वो सबको पता होता है. If I know that I'm short tempered, right? Firstly, I should admit that I am, yes, I am short tempered. This is a problem I'm suffering from. And because of this problem, I am making the people around me suffer also, right? So first I need to know that, yes, that this type of reaction is called, a person having short temper. And yes, I am a short tempered person. I react very badly when I don't like something. And then you can work on that, right? So it means that you can work on a problem only when you feel that, yes, this is the problem. If you know that you are not eating well, first admit that okay, I'm eating junk food. This is my problem. That is the problem in my khana, in my diet. Okay. There are so many people, they don't admit. You will ask them, what do you eat in your whole day? Nothing. That is the simple answer. I eat very less. I eat only one roti in lunch. I eat only one roti in dinner, very small sabzi and all that, right? But in actual, the in-between snacks, the samosas, the chole bhature, the pizzas, all that junk food, that is not counted, right? So first, if you're obese, if you want to lose weight, first you need to admit that, yes, there is a problem in my diet, because maximum people, they don't admit. Okay. So the whole thing about this discussion was that first we need to admit that, yes, this is the problem. Then we can work on that. Okay. So you can see, have a look on these 6 dimensions of wellness. This is a circle divided into 6 sections. Yes, you can have a look. I will tell you, okay, we will start with the physical section, right? What are the 6 dimensions? When we are talking about overall wellness, then what are the parameters that we need to check? Are the physical, intellectual, emotional, environmental, spiritual, and social. Okay. So as I said, have a paper and pen. This is really important because most of us, we don't know our problems. I am well, I'm super good. I'm such a nice person. I don't need to work on anything. I just react. These are the things that come to our mind. People around me are wrong. I'm not wrong. But, you need to work on various aspects of yourself. Of course, we are very nice. We are very good. But we need to work on few aspects to make the things better and best around us. Okay. So first aspect is the physical aspect. Everyone knows. Okay, check yourself. Ask these questions from yourself. So physically, you are physically well if, number 1, you are not suffering from any disease. Very common. Okay. So if you are not suffering from any disease, then thumbs up for the first point. Okay. You don't need to note that down. Second point. You are doing exercise on regular basis. Regular basis means at least 5 days a week, right? So that is the second point. Keep a check on all these things. Whatever you are not doing, jo cheez aap nahi kar rahe ho, make a note, because that is the thing that you need to work on, right? Okay. Third thing is that you are eating well. You are eating a balanced diet. According to you, if yes, it's okay. We will discuss about what is a balanced diet later on. But if according to you, you are not suffering from any deficiency, it means yes, you are having a balanced diet. So that means you are physically well. You are physically fit. Thumbs up for this section of physical wellness. So you are doing exercise. You are free from any kind of disease. You are eating well. You are able to do your daily chores in a bina thake hue, right? You are able, if you have kids, you are able to play with them, run after them and don't get tired. You feel happy after that. It means you are physically fit. So all these things, they come in the physical fitness. Okay, next one is the intellectual. Intellectual is kind of mental, it's about your mind. Okay, this is very serious thing. We don't consider our apart from physical, we don't consider about other wellness dimensions, right? So in the intellectual part, you are intellectually well. First point, the first point in that is that you have a high self-esteem, right? Self-esteem in this case means that you don't feel inferior to anyone. You feel that you are, equal to everyone out there. You don't feel bad that, okay, I'm not good. It may be in any terms. It may be in terms of your looks. It may be in terms of your physique. It may be in terms of your earning, anything, right? So you have a high self-esteem, which you should have. Doesn't matter whatever you are doing, you should have a confidence in yourself. You should feel that I'm not inferior to anyone. Okay, so if this point is good, then you're good with the first point with intellectual wellness. Second one, you are not suffering from any kind of mental illness. Many people, they are suffering from depression, right? They feel really low most of the time. So if you feel happy, you feel normal, then that is okay, right? So in intellectual terms, it means that also I'm trying to add different variations in my daily life. I'm not being monotonous. I think that I should add something new in my daily life, in everything I'm doing. If you're teaching, then okay, I'm adding something new to my teaching thing, so that I feel excited in that lecture, and also the students in front of me, they also feel excited that I'm adding something new. This is something new. So if you are able to do all those things, if you're able to think clear without getting confused, without getting affected by the environment around you, right? So that means you are well in this sector. So I will repeat, you have a high self-esteem, you don't feel inferior to others, you don't suffer from any kind of mental illness, and you are able to take your decisions. You don't depend upon others, and you are able to think clear, right? And you are adding different variations in your daily life, not even in daily life, after a week, after 2 weeks. So you are capable of doing that. Okay. Okay, I hope you are noting down everything. Whatever thing you are not feeling that I'm not capable of, or I'm not doing right now, you can note it down. And we can discuss that later, how to work on that aspect. Okay, next is emotional. Now, emotional is a very sensitive part of our overall personality. Every one of us feels all kinds of emotions, right? Even I feel anger, I feel sadness, I get upset, I feel all the emotions. Every one of us feels all kind of emotions. So you are emotionally well if you are able to express yourself emotionally, but in a constructive way. Note down this thing, in a constructive way. I'm getting angry, I'm expressing my anger. How? By breaking all the things in the house, furniture or glasses. So am I emotionally well? Of course not. I'm not emotionally well because I am expressing myself, but in a destructive way. That way, which is going to harm me and of course the people around me. If I have kids in the house, they will get scared. What impression they will have about me and about their whole life, right? So you are emotionally well. If you feel that when you get angry and you're so much destructive, you need to work on that. And before working on that, you need to accept that. I have seen many people who do this thing, but they say that, I did that because that person made me do that. Most of you must be agreeing with this point. Whenever you are reacting in a bad way, in a destructive way, you give the blame to the person who is in front of you, or who did that, who made you react. But that is wrong. You should have self-control on yourself. If you are not doing that, it means you need to work on that aspect of yourself. Not only being angry, but even if you're sad, you should be able to tell that to your family or friends that I'm sad. You should be able to ask for help. There are many people, even you must be seeing many people who are not reactive. They are angry, they don't react. They are happy, they don't react. They are upset, they don't react. They have a same facial expression in all kind of emotions. So that is also not good. You should be expressive emotionally, but in a constructive way. And also, you should be able to understand the emotions of the person who is in front of you. सिर्फ मेरा समझो ये बात नहीं है, ठीक है? You should also be able to accept the person in front of you, right? So first, you understand that what is your emotional drawback. You get angry very quickly and you react in a bad way, or you get upset and you are not able to tell the people around you that I'm upset. Okay, you try to deal it with yourself in a negative way. So all these things, they should not be there. You should sit with the person if you feel angry about something, that see, this is the thing I'm not feeling good about. This makes me upset. This makes me angry, right? So we need to correct that. There should be an effort to correct that thing. It can be on your side. It can be on the side of, the person who made you react. So it should be in a constructive way. Okay, much about the emotional wellness. And next is environmental, that we are living in a clean environment. We are not living in crowded places, right? We are surrounded by greenery. We all try that. And we are recycling the things. We throw the garbage at the proper place. We are not making our surroundings dirty. And we have compassion for the nature around us. It can be trees, it can be animals, it can be birds, right? So this aspect is the environmental aspect. Okay, next is spiritual. So spiritual has a very deep meaning, right? So spiritual means that I have my moral values, right? And I go by them. If I feel that I have my moral values, that I will not tell a lie, or I will not harm any animal or any being around me without, and all those moral values, and I'm following that. I'm going by that. And also I feel unity with other human beings. I feel all of them are equal, and I should have empathy. I should have compassion with them. If somebody is suffering, I should be able to, I should have the feeling to help them. So that thing is the spiritual part. And of course, having a well-balanced life, your mental, physical, and emotional, all things are balanced. So that is the spiritual wellness. We need to work on that aspect, every one of us. Okay, social wellness means that we are having a good friend circle, supportive circle. We tell them that, yes, we need you and we enjoy your company, if that is the social wellness. There are many people who are not able to make friends. That is wrong, right? You should have a social circle so that you can enjoy your hobbies. Like you love cycling, then you make a group, you go for cycling. You like running, you like dancing, you like anything, you should have a social circle, professionally as well as personally. Okay, so we have covered all the dimensions. So I hope, and I know many of you must have noted down, or at least in their mind, they know that where they need to work. Physically, mentally, right? Emotionally, many of us, they need to work on the emotional level. Environmental, of course, many of us, we need to work on that too. Spiritual and social. So if any doubt, then you can drop the query in the chat box. Okay, I hope till now it's clear. You can have a look on the 6 components of wellness or health: the physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual, social, and environmental. Okay. So guys, I hope you all have noted down, you know that where you need to work. If you need to exercise regularly, you are not doing that, then please make a point that you need to work on that. If you are not expressing your emotions constructively, then please make a note of that. Mental health, social health, spiritual and environmental. Okay, now WHO has categorized broadly our health into 3 major parameters, that is physical, mental and social. Because you know that intellectual part, that emotional part, all those they can merge into these 3 criterias, right? Even the spiritual part. So we can merge into these 3 categories. So we all know that physically fit means we are physically healthy, we are working out, we are not having any bad habits, we are not suffering from any disease. And mental means that we are sound enough, we are not suffering from any kind of mental illness, right? And we are having a good social circle. We are expressing ourselves nicely, constructively to everybody around us. Okay, so now because we have discussed about that what we are talking about, we all are here to talk about good health or overall well-being. So we have discussed that what overall well-being is. You know, हमें पता होना चाहिए कि हम बात किस चीज के बारे में कर रहे हैं. We are talking about our overall well-being. Then what is overall well-being? We have all discussed. I mean, we have all seen that what overall well-being is, right? And hopefully we all have noted down that what are our weak points, from where all these problems come. You know, why we need to talk about this, because of the technology. As you can say that we all are robotic. That robo is not robo, that is a human being, because we all have become robots right now. We have been so technically sound, but that has led to regression in terms of health and wellness. Why? We all admit that we sit in front of the screens all the time, even during office hours and even after the office hours. We are just in the same posture, sitting hunched with a hunched back and sitting on the chairs all the time. So this is the effect of technology. That's why we are suffering from all those ailments. Now, because the technology has come all over here, it has helped us so much, you know, it has helped us so much that we don't even need to go to the market to buy the vegetables. Many of us, we just through our apps or online, we order everything, you know. Initially, the minimum activity we used to have was that going to the market to buy the vegetables and the groceries, but even now that has stopped, right? So that minimum activity has also been stopped. So that is the effect of technology, because we feel privileged. We don't need to do that work, right? So all the time what we are doing is sitting in front of screens, eating fast food with little or no activity, which has led to regression in terms of health and wellness. Okay, now see, because of the so much work pressure that we have been facing, what we tend to do, how we cope up with that. You know, I have to, initially I had to do like around 15 years back, I had to do 2 to 3 tasks in a day. But now, today, I have to do like 20, 25 tasks in the same time. Because the people who are having a large experience, you know, they must be knowing this thing. You know, pehle kya hota tha? We were not having that much pressure, you know, in teaching also, right? Abhi kya hai? We have a lot of pressure of so many tasks, not only about teaching, but about other things also. So how we cope up with that? Because we have got only those 9 hours, like if 9 to 5 is the job, right? We have got only those 8 hours to work. but we have got a lot of work to do, and to be with deadlines, and to be done with full efficiency. So what we do? Okay, we tend to do multitasking. Okay, what is multitasking? Multitasking is that we try to pay our attention at the same time on different tasks. Right? Everybody of us know what multitasking is, that we try to do different tasks, different work at the same time. Okay, ye bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai. So that is multitasking. Now, okay, you can see that this female, she's trying to do the multitasking, doing the office work, doing some calculations. Also, there are a few messages on her phone which she should reply. She must reply. Doing some sign work, attending the phone calls. Also, she has to take care of her diet. She's having tea. So many things in the same time duration. And you can see her sweating because she's under so much stress. She's under so much pressure. So it's not only with females, it's with males also, right? Everyone of us who is working, and even if he or she is not working, even if he or she is even if we are talking about a housewife, that person is also trying to do the multitasking. You know, housewife, like bachon ka khayal rakhna, ironing, you have put some clothes in the washing machine, right? You have to cook food, you have to teach your kids. There are so many things they also need to do at the same time, and so much pressure, because right now the kids, they are having such high-fi homeworks, assignments. So you need to put your own mind in that also. So everybody today is trying to do multitasking. And you know something, that in the whole world, only 1% or maximum 2% of people, total population, they give 100%, they are capable of giving 100% of efficiency while they are doing the multitasking. Rest of us, 98 to 99% of people, we are not capable of giving 100% efficiency. Our efficiency drops considerably when we are trying to focus on different things at the same time, right? But we all know that it's the need of hour. We have to complete the tasks. But what we can do, we need to prioritize the things, right? You have a task which is of utmost importance, whose deadline is the nearest, right? You need to focus on that task. You take a paper, you note down all the tasks, right? And you need to prioritize that, okay, this one has the nearest deadline and I need to do it most urgently. The second one, the third one, the fourth one. Don't try to switch between different tasks frequently, right? Give attention and give focus to a single task depending upon the priority. To work on that, take a paper and pen, note down all the tasks, and note them according to their priority. कि कौन सी सबसे ज़्यादा important है, and focus on that first. So you need to work on that, every one of us. And what happens due to multitasking, if we are not prioritizing things, if we are not focusing, we are not able to give 100% output. That output is going to go to your boss. So we know that what will be the input from the boss, right? And because of that input, because our outcome is not 100% efficient, we are going to get it input. And because of that, we are going to suffer like this. You can see this person who, because of multitasking, is under so much pressure and so much stressed. Because he has to complete all the tasks under a deadline. So what are the side effects of multitasking? As it is written that lifestyle diseases, chronic disease, acute ailments. So right now we are here to discuss about the lifestyle diseases, right? Now, because of this pressure, what is the outcome is the stress. we are suffering from so much stress. मेरे से कोई काम नहीं हो पा रहा है, या अगर मैंने किया है बट उसका आउटपुट अच्छा नहीं निकला है एंड मुझे डांट पड़ी है बॉस से, अपने सीनियर से डांट पड़ी है, then what will be the outcome? I will be under stress, so much stress, and that stress I might carry to my home also, and the people around me in the family, they will also suffer because of the stress. All of us has experienced that. And of course, if it causes so many lifestyle diseases. Firstly, what is lifestyle? What do you understand by lifestyle? Style hona, life ka kya style hai? It means that how you spend your life on an everyday basis. If I am working out, if I'm doing the exercise once or twice in a week, that is not my lifestyle, right? If I'm working out 5 days a week or 6 days a week, that is my lifestyle. So whatever I am doing on regular basis, if I am having a healthy food once in a week, that is not my lifestyle. I am having all the fried and chole bhature, samosa on regular basis, that is my lifestyle. So you need to understand your lifestyle. If I ask you that, do you eat this, do you have fruits in your diet? You will say, I eat it. And what is the frequency? You eat them once or twice in the week. So that is not your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is that what you follow on your regular basis, right? So because of the bad lifestyle, so what is our lifestyle? We are sitting all the day on the chair. We are having a sedentary lifestyle, that is no or zero activity, right? We are having all the fast food, right? Junk food, because we don't have time to cook, right? And so we can order the food easily. We are earning enough, we can order the food. So even the nutrition is bad. We are not working out. The things which are going inside our body, they are also wrong, without any nutrition. And of course, we are under so much stress. And many people, they opt for the bad habits like smoking when they are under stress, smoking or drinking. So everything is going wrong, right? So as you can see, this is such an informative slide. What do you see in this slide is a tree. This tree is our body, right? And the roots of the tree, what are the roots? They are the things that we are giving to the body. And what we are giving to the body? Processed food, stress, lack of sleep, smoking, alcohol, lack of socializing. We don't like to socialize now. We are very happy with ourselves. We spend the time we get after office in watching Netflix or Voot or whatever these apps are, or social sites like Instagram. We don't need anyone for socializing, right? Inactivity, because we are spending all our time sitting in front of the screen, so we are not physically active enough. Unhealthy diet, we have just discussed, because watching all those channels, we feel like we should be watching the movies, eating popcorn and pizzas and something interesting. So including that unhealthy diet or processed food, anything which is processed, it can be cornflakes, which you consider very healthy, but they are processed. Anything which has chemicals are added into that so that it can survive for a few weeks or months or year. So that is a processed food. So now you see how many processed food you have. Those ready-made oats. Oats are very healthy. So I bought those ready-made Saffola oats, ready to cook. They are not, the nutrition is almost gone. That has reduced to a considerable level, right? So you should avoid all kinds of processed foods and should depend upon the whole foods. Whole foods like roti. वो जो रोटी होगी वो बाजरे की होगी, मक्की की होगी, that will be much more nutritious than the cornflakes themselves, right? Yes, and the oats, the original one, cooked with vegetables, they are much, much more healthier than the Saffola or any kind of ready-made thing you are trying to have. The ready-made dal, the ready-made, whatever ready-made you are trying to have, the processed thing you are trying to have, You might think that that is healthy, but the nutrition level has gone down to, almost 50% or even less than that. So please keep a check on that. And those diet cokes, isme koi sugar nahi hai, nothing. It's all fake. It's a market right now in there that they say that zero sugar. If you check their labels, the number of calories, many times the number of calories on a no sugar thing is much more than the thing we are trying to have. For example, the dietary biscuits, those sugar-free dietary biscuits, they are all fake. Please don't have them. They are of no use. They are having more calories. Calories, we all know. Calorie is the measurement of, or you can say unit of energy that our body needs to work, right? If I'm my body, it's like my body needs 1500 calories or 1700 calories to operate in a healthy way, right? So as we were on processed food, that all those things, those biscuits, on which it is written, it is sugar-free, dietary biscuits, it's all hoax. Don't have them. It's better to have a normal Parle G biscuit. It will have more nutrition. It will give you more nutrition and less calories. So please don't go by that. Check the labels, because on labels it's written how many calories, how much fat, and how much carbs and protein it has, right? So don't go by that. And stress, we have already discussed. Lack of sleep. This is the most underrated component that we all, think. Sleep is something you should have at least 7 hours of complete sleep. I mean, a sleep at a stretch. In the night, if I sleep at 10 o'clock, I should wake up at 5 o'clock. That completes the 7 hours. Those 7 hours should not be like, okay, I will sleep 5 hours in the night and I will complete those remaining 2 hours in the day. No, that is not going to help. There must be 7 hours of sleep continuous at a stretch in your lifestyle. And maximum of us, we compromise on sleep. कोई बात नहीं तो क्या होता है? Coffee पी लेंगे, चाय पी लेंगे, we will become active. No, because when you are deprived of proper sleep, a hormone is released which is called cortisol. That hormones, they will make you feel more hungry. They will start the hunger pangs you are having, right? मुझे और भूख लगेगी. And if you are working out, suppose muscles के ऊपर work कर रहे हो, जैसे mostly guys, they work on their biceps, triceps, ठीक है, body बनानी है, they will not get the result, that much that they have been working out. जितना वो work कर रहे हैं, उसके accordingly, they will not get the outcome. Those who are trying to lose weight, they will not get the appropriate outcome just because of the lack of the sleep. Now, so focus on this thing, right? So give no to processed food, no to all those dietary cold drinks or whatever drinks we are having, no to those dietary biscuits, which are having no added sugar or something like that, and ready-made things, right? I'm not saying that completely avoid them. If you love them, you can have them, but don't rely on them for completing your nutrition, right? They are not going to help. Okay, stress, we all know. Lack of sleep, this is major thing that is affecting, and we don't consider it. Even we don't consider it. Smoking and alcohol because of stress, right? We may give up to these bad habits. Lack of socializing, because we don't need to socialize. We don't feel the need, as we are sitting in front of the screens, having fun. Because of that, we are inactive. And of course, unhealthy diet. We discussed all those things. And what are the results? Thyroid. Okay, we will start with obesity, right? The first thing that comes after these things is obesity, because you are not moving, you are eating unhealthy, you are having more calories than what your body requires, then the result is obesity. Anxiety, because we are having all the unhealthy diet and an unhealthy lifestyle, we are having lack of sleep, so we are suffering from anxiety, PCOS, thyroid, right, hypertension, and if we go on a higher side, We have heart disease, diabetes, cancer. So you can see that just because of these basic things, that is, which are the roots, what is the outcome is so many diseases. It can lead to cancer, so bad. So I'm being more expressive in this slide. You can see obesity, high cholesterol, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, diabetes. Wait. Okay. And what are the mistakes? All those bad habits, smoking, alcohol, fast food. We are sitting in front of the screen. Even if we are in office, we have to work, or even after the office, the me time, or the time we need for ourselves to relax, that is also in front of screen. So you need to work on this part so much. This is the basic thing, try to involve yourself in activities, in physical activities. When you are free from office, then you need to go out. You need to indulge yourself in your hobbies, like badminton, like walking, like running, like dancing, like going to gym, anything, like swimming. So anything, any physical activity that you like. I'm sure everybody must be having some favorite activity, right? Yes. Okay, so managing healthier lifestyle. Now, many of the mentioned diseases are mere lifestyle hazards, as we know that, which can be managed or improved by healthy lifestyle, right? So everything healthy lifestyle means we are eating right, we are not spending time in front of the TV or screens all the time, having a balanced diet. So just by doing those small things, including all those small things, we can manage a healthier lifestyle. Okay, have a look at the slide. What is the best strategy for you? Okay, now suppose you are ready to go. Now you are ready to fight those unhealthy habits. Now, what strategy you should use? What strategy you should follow? Okay, the first one is a healthy, manageable approach, which helps you to maintain sanity and health. Okay, what do you mean by healthy, manageable approach? I'm not able to see the chat box actually. I hope if you could answer the question, it would have been more interactive.
Definitely, Arashdeep. So I'll read out what some of our participants have written.
Okay.
So Professor Rajini, she says that, ma'am, you really summarized our current lifestyle very well. So most
Thank
of us go through the day just the same time. And then there are some certain other, uh, sorry, I can't see. Yeah, there is one question. So,
you.
how to deal with insomnia? So, given that we have a very tough lifestyle nowadays, and how to deal with that? And there is also one question from Professor Nitya that what is the reason for snoring? So, Dr. Rushika has asked about the insomnia, and Professor Nitya has asked about the reason of snoring. If you can throw some light on both of these questions.
Okay. So insomnia, it can be obviously dealt with. Firstly, having good activity in your life. The many people, they come up to me that they don't. उनको नींद आती है, they want to go to sleep, but they are not able to sleep. So the first thing what I tell them is that you need to have activity in your life. Because of you are having a sedentary lifestyle, your body is not enough tired. Your mind is tired. Of course, your mind is tired, but you are not giving enough diet to your body, right? And of course, because you are under so much stress, you need to relax your mind before sleeping. For that, you can meditate before you go to sleep. Listen to some good music. That is a very simple option, right? The best thing is meditate. Before you go to sleep, just meditate, think about, have some nice, healthy thoughts in your mind. And most importantly, 1 hour before going to sleep, please don't use your phone. If you're going to sleep at 10 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, you should have a schedule that by 9 o'clock, okay, the internet, all those things, they are off. I'm not going to see my phone. Time with them, discuss with them what they have done in their day, and you will feel the difference. Just these phones and these apps, they have a negative impact on you. Because if I'm seeing something negative on phone or laptop, after that I'm trying to sleep. For some time, those thoughts, obviously, they will come to my mind.
Right.
It is very natural. If I saw something negative, even something exciting or positive, I'm going to think about that for like 15, 20, half an hour, depending upon how active it makes your mind, right? So the most important thing is that take a time off from your phone and spend the time with your family discussing, in a good thing. And you can also meditate before you go to sleep, listen to good music. You can have a hot bath. You can relax your body. So all these things, they help you cure insomnia.
Correct.
Right?
So there is one more question from Dr. Chetali Ghosh. So she says that lack of sleep is very harmful. But if we sleep peacefully for 9 to 10 hours a day, is that also very harmful? Like oversleeping, is that oversleeping also harmful?
No, I don't think. Means you should know how much your body needs rest. There are people who need 8 hours of sleep. There are people whose body need 9 hours of sleep. So it's okay. It's good that you are having a sound sleep of 9 to 10 hours. But of course, take out time for your workout. That sleep, it should not overcome your activities.
Right. A balanced sleep that can help you to complete your work also for the day. That would be good idea.
Yes, you
So,
should. Okay.
right. So Professor Rajni also says that I prefer taking at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep on a regular basis. And I felt that whenever I am unable to fulfill those hours, I'm
Hmm.
unable to focus on most of the thing in the major part of my day. So that means
Yes.
the optimal sleep time is different for everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Am I right in saying this, Arshdeep?
Yes, 7 hours is the average sleep, we are
Yes.
taking, so that our hormones can work accordingly,
Yes.
in a healthy way. Otherwise, if we are depriving ourselves of sleep, you will feel cranky. That will show a direct effect even on your skin, on your behavior, on the way you are taking things, your decision making. Everything will be affected by that. So the basic thing, the first and easiest thing, which we don't consider at all, as I told that it generates a hormone cortisol, which affects your eating habits. You will try to have cravings. You will have cravings, and you will try to have bad food, the junk food, just because of the release of that hormone.
True.
Hmm.
So any other questions from our audience? So if you have any question, participants, related to your sleep or any other health related questions, so please post in the chat box.
Okay, great. So because after some time, I will again ask few questions. Till then, if you have something in your mind, something comes up to your mind, you can ask that.
Ma'am, there is another question in the chat box. Dr. Nithya says, what is the reason for snoring, ma'am? I'm
Reasons.
just reading it out.
Sorry, we missed this question. Thank you, Dr.
Yes, yes.
Chetali.
Okay, snoring is of course not healthy. You can also consult a doctor, but also pranayam, those breathing exercise, that will help you reduce that thing. Those breathing exercise like Nadi Shodhan, Anulom, Vilom, Kapal Bhati, that will help you deal with that. And if it is very high, the problem is very high, then you should consult a doctor, because there can be a deeper reason to that also. Otherwise, you should practice the breathing exercises like I said, pranayam, which includes Anulom, Vilom, Nadi Shodhan, right? And that will help you deal with that. hope that is clear.
So I think we can move ahead with the presentation, or any other session that you have planned.
Okay, so I think I helped them with their queries.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, snoring, it can also be some allergy also. So it would be best if it is something at a very high level, then you need to consult the doctor.
Right.
Okay, so we will move on. Okay, so best strategy for you. Suppose now I'm awake, suddenly I realize that I'm doing something wrong to myself. That realization usually comes through doctor. You know, when you are suffering from something and you go to the doctor, and doctor tells you now it's time to step back. Now it's time to focus on your activities. You need to work out. You need to take care of your, you know, weight, of your diet. So most of the people, they get a reality check when they go to the doctor. They suffer from something and they go to the doctor and they tell them to do that, right? So okay, suppose there is a person, I'm just taking an example. He's 80 kgs and his weight should be around 60 kg according to his height and all those measurements. And he is addicted to tea, suppose, and he's having like 15 cups of tea in a day. That makes him that keeps him awake, because, you know, he's not completing his sleep. Like, he's having like hardly 4 or 5 hours of sound sleep, and he's having all the junk food, sedentary lifestyle, everything wrong, you know. And the main addiction, like, he's having 15 cups of tea in a day. And now he goes to the doctor. The doctor asks him that, okay, now you need to cut down to all those things. So what is a healthy, manageable approach? The healthy, manageable approach means the approach which you can manage. You know, if suddenly he tells, okay, from tomorrow, I am not going to have any tea. You know, I'm not going to have tea. Okay, I will control myself. Is he going to be successful in that? Of course not. He's not going to, he would not be able to sustain that thing. 1 or 2 days, maximum 1 day, I think he would try to survive. Then after that, he will give up. He will say, okay, I'm not going to do it. Let's live my life. Dekha jayega jo bhi hoga. You know, fir jo hogi dekhi jayegi. So that is how people react. So a healthy, manageable approach means sanity, means that usko dimag ka control jo hota hai. ठीक है? He went mad when he didn't get the tea, right? And so manageable approach means that you should gradually cut down on things. If I'm addicted to having 15 cups of tea, I will start with 13. Okay? I will gradually cut down the things. 2-3 weeks ke liye, I will have like 13 cups. Then, okay, now I feel good with 13 cups. Now I will cut down, come to the 10 or 11. So there should be a gradual cut down to your things, right? It should not be, because it cannot be an overnight change. You have been following something from so long time, from years also, and you cannot change it in a day, right? So build a good relationship with the food and self. I should not deprive myself from everything, you know. भाई मैंने पिज्जा खाना ही नहीं है, ये तो सजा होगी. If I am a pizza lover, if I am a burger lover, और छोले भटूरे और समोसा मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and I will say नहीं अब मैं खाऊंगी नहीं, this is bad. You should also build a good relationship. Like 5 days a week, you follow a healthy diet. Okay, I have this plan. In breakfast, I will have this. In lunch, I will have this. In dinner and the snacks, I will plan. But you should give yourself small treats, right? Like Monday, Tuesday, I'm following my plan. On Wednesday, when you're starting, on Wednesday, you treat yourself with 1 samosa. Okay, it is fair enough. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you follow your plan. On Sunday, you treat yourself with 1 pizza, controlling the other things also. So that is like building a good relationship with food and self. I am happy because now I am seeing the results, but I will not deprive myself of the best things which I consider these are the best things in my life. And gradually you will start realizing that no, then you will stop having the urge or the cravings for the things, or you can say the unhealthy things, right? So there should be a gradual progress, or you can say a healthy lifestyle that takes you towards your goal slowly is always better. There are people who come to me, they want to lose 15 kgs of weight or 20 kgs of weight in a month because next month they have to attend a wedding. You know, how many of you do that? अगले महीने 3 तारीख को वेडिंग है, I want to lose all the extra weight in this month only. Okay, confessions हो गए होंगे सबके, जिसको ये ख्याल आता है. Because please, this is not going to happen. There is no shortcut. What you need to know is that there is no shortcut. In a month, okay, you go on liquid diet. There are things like Herbalife के कुछ products आते हैं, right? You go for that, you will lose weight. But eventually, when you come to your normal diet, which is necessary, because from उसके बिना आपका गुजारा नहीं है. You are not meant to be like that. You are not meant to. You're not supposed to, you know, lead all your life like that on a liquid diet, on herbal something, whatever things. So on crash dieting, you can have boiled all the time. You can lose. You can achieve that goal. But after that, when you start eating normally, you will regain that weight because that was the water weight. जो कम हुआ था वो water weight था, ठीक है? तो अब जब आप normal खाना शुरू करोगे, that will come back. And of course, जो आपने एक महीने से अपने आप को deprive किया था, you have deprived of yourself of so many good things, so-called things. You are going to eat them. And उसी level पे पहुंचने की बजाय, you can also gain more weight. So please don't do that. Don't fall into those things. And one more thing, workout cannot make you lose the extra weight only, right? Only workout. You have to focus on your diet. Diet is most important. Workout is going to help you, move your joints and all the bodily functions, and that will help you tone your body. That is an extra effect that it will add. But the major thing that you need to focus on is your diet, right? Because as I said, that you have been following a ritual, you have been eating all those things from so many years. You cannot undo the effect in a small time. So have patience. Patience is the only thing. Don't go for shortcuts. There are people who tell you, okay, I will make you lose weight in a month, 10 to 20 kgs. Don't fall for that. Adherence is the key. I am following a balanced diet. Just stick to that. Make a diet plan. Go to a dietitian. If you're going to a dietitian, tell them to make a diet plan which is feasible. You know, if you love eating roti, if you love eating paranthas, you cannot suddenly go for some foreign diet in the breakfast. You will not like it. 3-4 दिन खाओगे, 5वें दिन you will leave it. या मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है? So tell them to add those things only. You can cut down the quantity, but add those things which you like the most. You want to have 3-4 paranthas in the breakfast. Firstly, cut them down. Now have 2 paranthas in the breakfast. You will see gradual change, and have patience. The change is going to happen if you're working hard in a certain way. It is going to happen. It's not that you are not. It is not going to happen, but it will take time. That's why I'm saying that have patience. There is no shortcut, and stick to that. Gradually, slowly, you will achieve that. It is not only about the physical aspect, but you will feel changes in so many other things also. Mentally, you will be more happy. You know, you will feel light. There will be so many other things that you will be feeling apart from fitting into the old dresses, right? So there is much more to your fitness rather than just fitting into the old dresses. I know it gives you immense pleasure, but that will take time. तो अपने दिमाग में रख के चलना है that it is going to take time, and I am not going to give up. I am going to stick to that, and gradually you will see the process. As we say na, that if we drink water, the thirst is going to quench. पानी पियेंगे तो प्यास बुझेगी, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं बुझेगी. So that the same thing helps with happens with diet and workout. Okay. So steps to work on your lifestyle. Take a paper and pen. Take out at least 40 minutes for yourself, for the workout. Energize yourself in that time. Make a schedule. अभी आप एक paper and pen लोगे, इतने बजे मुझे सोना है, इतने बजे मुझे उठना है, और इतने, this is the time duration in which I am going to work on myself. Fix that time. Okay, unless and until you make a schedule on a paper, you are not going to follow that. वो जो mind में रहती है चीज, वो कभी हो नहीं पाती है. So take a paper, make a notebook for yourself or buy a new notebook. ठीक है, अच्छे से एक अच्छी सी notebook एक लेके आओ, उसके front page पे start for that. On Monday, this is going to be my routine about my workout, about my eating plan. So this is going to be my routine. Keep it in front of you. Okay, at 9 o'clock I have to eat this. At 10 o'clock I'm going to do this. And don't wait. Many of you must be making New Year resolutions. अगले साल करेंगे, वो अगला साल नहीं आता है. For 90-95% people, that is not going to happen. Start it from today. आज plan बनाना start करो. Start materializing it after like 2 days, because you need to plan, make a plan before you work on that. So please take a paper and pen. If you are serious about that, take a paper and pen, make a schedule. You have to complete 7 hours of sleep, right? 1 hour for your own self workout, and rest is the diet plan. Okay, so working on yourself means body, mind, and soul self-awareness. Body means physical fitness. We all know. You can have a look at the points. Mind means ability to take right decisions, memorize things, work efficiently, right? भूलती नहीं हूँ मैं चीज़ों को, उस चीज़ के ऊपर भी focus करना है. On your soul, that is you are aware of your own self. मेरा behavior क्या है actual में? Because when you go to office, you behave according to the people around yourself in the office. When you come to home, you behave according to the people, according to your family, to be the people around you. What are you? What is actual you? What do you like? What is your actual behavior? You should be aware of that. What is your purpose in life? You like something. I like helping animals, and I want to do that. Indulge yourself in those things, right? So you need to think about that what actually I like, what I feel is the purpose of my life. Everybody comes with a purpose of life. Some people, they love teaching the poor kids, right? They make that purpose. In free time, they do that. Some people, they love animals. They want to help them, and they do that. They indulge themselves in some institutions which deal with that. So find out the purpose of your life. Even if you have hobbies, like you like to dance, you love to sing, so you can make the people around you, fresh by your singing or other things, whatever you like, right? And how we are going to do that? That is working on your body, mind, and soul. What is going to work on that at the same time? The answer is yoga. Now, as you can see in the picture, the pebbles or the marbles, they are very beautifully balanced upon one another, right? They are not falling. So much balance. Okay, so this is how our life should be balanced. This is how our mind, body, and emotions, they should be balanced. And how we are going to achieve that? And the answer is yoga. हर कोई कहता है yoga is very good for you. Yoga se hi hoga. That is the line we use. But why yoga? Anyone who is practicing yoga can tell me that what do they feel after doing yoga? How yoga is helping them balancing every aspect of your life? You can write them in the box, in the chat box. Okay. So when we talk about yoga, what comes to your mind? The first thing is which came to my mind when I wanted to start yoga was asana, the postures, the exercises, Surya Namaskar, famous Surya Namaskar. That is something that came to your mind when you want to start for yoga. And the other thing that comes to your mind when you talk about yoga is meditation, right? So two things they come in your mind is asana, that are the postures, and meditation. Now, how yoga is going to help you for balancing is through asana and meditation. Now, how asana, ya postures, they are going to help you or reach to the meditation. What is an asana? Even a sukhasana, vajra asana, whatever things you are doing, even like moving your hand forward and backward, that is also an asana. So what is an asana? How does it help? Asana, it helps in balancing the body, mind, and emotions. How? Okay, before getting into the depth of this, we will perform few relaxation techniques. Okay, so let's go to the other slides, skipping all these. Okay. Okay, so this is what we are practicing. What we will be practicing will be the Pavan Mukta Asana Part 1, anti-rheumatic group. Why it is called anti-rheumatic group? Because it is excellent for those who are suffering from rheumatism. Rheumatism is kind of arthritis. You will see many people who are suffering from joint pains. They are pain in their knuckles. They have stiff fingers. They have a problem in their shoulders, in their wrist. They don't feel comfortable. So for those people, it is really good. Even for the people who have high blood pressure, heart problems, and also those people who are not advised for vigorous exercise. For them, this series, this group of exercises is really good. Because it eliminates the energy blockages in the joints of the physical body. And also we will see how your mind will coordinate with your body, and you will be self-aware. You will know your body, how your body is working. Okay, so let's start. Every one of you can practice with me, because they are good, because you can practice it even sitting on your chair.
Yeah, please. I think this is something very important that we should practice along with the Miss Arashdeep, because that will help you to attain the right position, right posture.
Yes. Because you're sitting in your office, you are doing all the typing work all the time. You're on the laptop or doing some writing work, right? So in that case, your fingers, your hand, they become stiff. They pain your knuckles, your wrist. They are very painful. So for that, for your hand and wrist, we can use these asanas. Okay, the first one, as we can see, is hand clenching asana, or mushtik bandhana. Okay, my Hindi is also bad. Okay, so let's start with that. Hand clenching means this is your hand. Firstly, your back should be straight. Okay, whenever you're sitting, the basic posture for these asanas is with cross leg. But because you're sitting in the office and you're feeling the stiffness, then it's okay to be seated on the chair. But just see that your back is straight, your neck is straight, you're looking straight. You should not be like this, or you're hunched back. These are wrong postures. No to them. So after doing some work, after 1 hour of work, just sit straight. Your hands, your arms in front of you. And just look here, I'm showing it from the side. The arms, they are straight in the level of the shoulder. They are not down, they are not up. I would like to mention that in yoga, every posture, every position has some meaning, right? So if you are doing it correctly with right postures, with right positions of your hands, only then you are going to get the right benefit, right? Okay. So let's start with my hands, with my arms in front of me in the level of shoulders. Elbows should be straight. It should not be like this, right? Okay. Your palms down. Open your fingers wide apart and slowly close the fist. The thumb should be inside the fist when you're closing your fist, and then slowly open the fist. Okay. Now, what should be the breathing process? You have to exhale when you are closing the fist, and you have to inhale when you are opening the fist. So I'm repeating: exhale when closing the fist and inhale when opening the fist. Okay, back straight, next take. Let's do it for 4 times, 4 to 5 times. You can do it with me.
So participants, if you're actually doing it here, so please switch on your video so we all can see that you are also doing exercise along with us.
Okay, should I stop sharing?
As you say, like, I think you yourself are doing, so it is okay to stop sharing the screen.
Yeah. Okay. So for this moment, I will stop sharing. Then I will again start sharing after this slide. Okay, so that I can see myself if I'm visible or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So hands in front of you, as you can see me sidewise, right? Palms downward. Exhale slowly when you close the fist, right? And your thumb, it should be inside your fist. Then inhale when you open the fist. I'm showing it from the side. Okay, exhale, closing the fist. Inhale while opening the fist. Your full focus should be on your breath and the movement. Exhale while closing the fist. Inhale while opening the fist. The movement should be very slow. Exhale while closing. Inhale while opening. Okay. So what is the purpose behind it? It is going to release the tension of your fingers, right? And the knuckles and all the joints, finger joints. And of course, these are relaxation techniques because your whole focus is on your breath, right? And the movement, it should be very slow. It should not be like this. This is not going to help. As I said, in yoga, every posture, every asana, it has to be done in a very slow motion. Focusing on your breath, right? I can even count for like 3 counts, 1, 2, 3, which will make my fist close. And in 3 count, I'm going to open the fist. So I can count it mentally also. So in that way, the asana, it helps you focus on your breath as well as your movements. Okay, the next one is wrist bending. Again, in the same position, arms in front of you. But in this position now, the hands should be like this. Palms facing the wall, fingers close. Now exhale when the wrist is moving down and your fingers are pointing the floor. And inhale slowly, very slow, when you come up. The full focus should be on the breath. Exhale when it goes down. Inhale when it comes up. Exhale when it goes down. Inhale when it comes up. Now, where are you feeling the stretch? It is on the wrist, right? And also on the palms because you are making them stiff. So the fingers should not be loose. They should be tight. Arms in front of you in the shoulder level. Elbows should not be bent. And you have to feel the stretch on the wrist and the palm, right? Okay, the third one, that is the wrist rotation. In that, you have to again put the thumb inside your fist. Okay, now rotate it clockwise, 5 times like clockwise. Now breathe in when the fist is moving up and breathe out when the fist is moving down. Again, the movement, it should be slow. It should not be like this. Many people, they do it like this. This is not going to help, right? So now in the opposite direction, anti-clockwise, inhale when it is going up and exhale when it is going down. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So the first one, that was making the fist, okay? And the second one, it is the wrist bending, but it should be all very slow. And the third one, it is the wrist rotation. Fine. So these three asanas, they are going to release the tension of your hands and the fingers. Okay. So this is really nice. Why? Because now your focus is whole on your breathing and on your movement. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen now for the next one. Okay, I hope you're able to see it now. Okay, so what are
in the meantime, we have some question also. So there are some questions from audiences. So one of the question is from Professor Suprita. So she says, does power nap in the noon helps to reduce the stress? So some says we'll put on weight if we sleep in the noon, and is it true or a myth?
No, it's a myth. It will obviously get power. That's why it is called power nap. You can take that nap. Of course, everyone should if they get the opportunity. So it is really good for you. You will feel refreshed and ready for the rest of the course of your day.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was one question, and I think more question will keep coming in between.
Okay, so everyone can think about their questions and drop it in the chat box till the time we do the next one for the shoulder. Okay, so we will start with that. The first one is elbow bending, as you can see in the picture. You know, first, again, the same base position is the same. That is arm straight in front of your shoulder, hand straight. Now exhale when you are touching your shoulder with your fingers, and inhale when it is going back. Okay? Again, 10 times. Right? Exhale when it goes your shoulder, and inhale when they come back. Okay, next one is the shoulder socket rotation. That is most common. ऐसे करते हैं लोग, आपने देखा होगा बहुत ज़्यादा. But it has to be performed very slowly. Okay. Before knowing the basics of, before doing this certification of yoga, what I used to do was this. Right? What I used to do was this for the relaxation, and it never relaxed my shoulders to that extent. Till the time I came to know that what are the right ways if I want to relax my body, right? So shoulder socket rotation again. Inhale when you go up, and exhale when you go down, and try to keep the rotation as large as possible. And if you have done it 5 times clockwise, then repeat that 5 times in the anti-clockwise direction. So that is going to relax your shoulders, even if you have a frozen shoulder. Many people complained of that. Next is elbow rotation. I'm just going to explain what is there in the picture. You can also take a screenshot so that you can practice that on your regular basis.
I think I'll share the video recording with everyone. So this recording would go to AICTE, and all the participants can only access this video later.
Okay, okay. So elbow rotation is that you're holding the position like this and just rotating the elbow. That's why it is called Kilni Chakra, right? And if I'm doing it 5 times clockwise, Then you have to repeat it 5 times in the anti-clockwise direction. Again, inhale when it goes up and exhale when it goes down. The same thing you have to perform with the other one. You have to keep the balance. Inhale when it goes up and exhale when it goes down. Right? Then after clockwise, if you're doing it clockwise, do it anti-clockwise and as slow as possible. Because only the slow movement, because we are coordinating it with the breath, you cannot inhale and exhale so fast. You will not be doing that, right? You will be breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly, right? Okay. Now, this relieves the strain of driving and office work, help you in cervical spondylitis and frozen shoulder, and it also maintains the shape of shoulder and chest. You know, some people, they like hunch like this. So that is going to help them to maintain the shape of the shoulders and chest. Okay, neck movements, they are really good. But please notice that the people who are suffering from cervical spondylitis and the people who are elderly people, they should not practice these neck movements, right? That can lead to something unhealthy, or you can say, no, they might get some muscle pull. So the first one is the neutral position, that I'm sitting with my face in front of me. In the second one is extension and flexion. Extension means the neck going up, backward, and flexion means going down. Now the breathing, it will be natural, but I will still tell you that you have to inhale, then exhale. Inhale when you come back to the neutral position, and exhale when your neck or your chin touches the chest. Again, inhale, come up. Exhale when your neck goes back. And the movement, it should be very slow. It should not be like this. चक्कर आ जाएगा उससे तो. ठीक है, तो आपको जितना slow हो सके, तो उसका एक formula ये है that you count mentally. That in 5 counts, I'm going to go down, and in 5 counts, I'm going to keep my neck up, then again up and down. Left lateral flexion, it is like going on the left side, your ear trying to touch your left shoulder. Then coming to the neutral position, then your ear going towards the right shoulder. And again coming to the neutral position. Exhale when you're going sideways, and inhale when you're coming to the neutral position. Again, exhale when you're going sideways, and inhale when you're coming to the neutral position. The last one is the left and right rotation. That is, inhale in the neutral position, exhale when you're going towards the left side, hold here, then inhale and come back slowly to the neutral position. Again, exhale and go to the other side, hold, then come back to the neutral position. So you can practice these asanas, and they will seriously release tension and heaviness, stiffness in the head, neck, and of course shoulders, right? But the thing you have to notice is that exhale when you're not in the neutral position. Okay, when you're going up or down or sideways, then you have to exhale, and coming back to the neutral position, you have to inhale. So please look at the contradictions. You should not tell the elderly persons to practice this, and the people who are suffering from BP, high blood pressure, vertigo, or any of these problems, or cervical spondylosis, they should strictly avoid the bending of the neck. Okay. Okay, I will start the video for some time. We have some time, and after that I will take the queries. The next series, they are for the digestive and abdominal group. I will start with the video. They are short videos, and you can practice those asanas on daily basis. They are really, really good for indigestion. Many, because of our bad diet, because of our unhealthy diet, we all are suffering from indigestion, constipation, acidity, gas, diabetes, other problem, varicose veins, and reproductive disorders. So it deals with all such problems. These are excellent group of exercises, asanas. But of course, the people who are having slip disc problem or having a bad back, backache, they should not do that in a rigorous way. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the first video. That is the leg raise with single leg. Okay, let's start.
Padottanasana, raised legs pose. Lie in the starting position with palms flat on the floor. Inhale and raise the right leg as high as is comfortable, keeping it straight and foot relaxed. Then go down. Exhale when you go down. Inhale when the leg is going up. And exhale when it is going down. Hold the posture for 3 to 5 seconds while retaining the breath in the upside position. Then exhale and slowly lower the leg to the floor. Practice 10 rounds with right leg and 10 rounds with the left leg. If the back is weak, the left leg can be bent so that the foot is flat on the floor and knee is up.
Okay, so in this video, you should start with single leg. In the next same asana, that is leg raise asana, we are going to raise both the legs simultaneously. But start with single leg only so that it doesn't put stress on your back, right? And keep your legs straight. Inhale when the leg goes up. Hold in this position for a few seconds. And then exhale and take the leg slowly downwards, right? You can count also mentally that when I'm going down, you will see when the leg is going down, you will feel more pressure on your abdominal pressure and pressure on your back. Okay. So you can increase that time. You can start counting mentally, like you can start like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the feet touching the floor. After that, you can increase the time to 7, then 8, then 10. Because more slow you go downwards, the more effective it is going to be. But of course, take care of your back. Okay, the second one is for both legs.
In the second stage of the same asana, this can be repeated, raising both legs together, but do not strain. Be aware that this is more strenuous practice. Do not lift the buttocks off the floor. Inhale in the starting position. Hold the breath in while raising the legs. Exhale while lowering the legs. Try to be as slow as possible while lowering the legs. You will feel the stress on your abdominal muscles, and it is going to massage the organs. It strengthens the digestive system, lower back, pelvic, and perineal muscles, and helps correct prolapse.
Okay, again in this case, as both legs are raised, so it is more strenuous. So especially the people who are having some back problem, they should not practice this one. They should only practice the single leg raise. Okay, now after these two asanas, just to relax your back, we will practice the bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana.
Now to relax your back, you're going to perform the bridge pose. In that, inhale when you go up and the chin is touching the chest. And exhale when you come down. You can also support your back when you're going up with the hands. Hold this position and slowly come down. and relax in the base position.
This position is really good. Even for the people with back problem, they can practice this one. Okay, next one.
Next is Path Sanchalan Asana, that is cycling. Now lie in the starting position, raise both the legs, practice alternate cycling movements as though pedaling a bicycle. Practice 10 times forward and then 10 times backward. Inhale while you are straightening the leg and exhale while bending the knee and bringing the thigh to the chest. You can also perform this one by using single leg while the other leg is straight on the floor if you're feeling any kind of stress on your back. The same asana can be practiced by raising both the legs and keeping them together throughout the practice. Inhale while straightening the legs, exhale while bending the legs to the chest. Bring the knees as close as possible to the chest on the backward movement and straighten the legs fully on the forward movement. Practice 3 to 5 forward cycling movements and the same in reverse. And do not strain. It is really good for hip and knee joints and strengthens the abdominal and lower back muscles. But that has not to be performed by people who are suffering from high blood pressure or serious back conditions like sciatica and slip disc.
So you can include all these asanas. Okay, 2 more left.
Next is Path Chakra Asana, that is leg rotation. Lie in the starting position and relax. Now raise the leg 5 centimeters from the ground, keeping the knee straight. Rotate the entire leg clockwise 10 times in as large a circle as comfortable. The heel should not touch the floor at any time during the rotation. Rotate 10 times clockwise and 10 times anti-clockwise. But please notice, do not strain. And if you're feeling any kind of strain, then rest, breathe, and start again. Inhale while moving the legs upward and exhale while lowering the leg. The same can be repeated by the other leg. Now here we are using both the legs. Keep the legs together and straight throughout the practice to get the maximum benefit. Rotate both legs clockwise and then anti-clockwise 3 to 5 times. Again, the circular movement should be as large as possible. Inhale while moving the legs upward and exhale while lowering the legs. You should end all the leg raising asanas with the Markatasana. As you can see, arms sideways, palms on the floor. Exhaling while you are twisting your legs towards right and face towards left. And doing the same on the other side. You can also put your hands under your forehead, doing the same thing, that is exhaling and twisting your body and inhaling while coming to the center. You can repeat this 6 times, 8 times, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Okay. You can also see that this is the yoga you can do at your desk. Just raising your hands, bending, twisting. So all these things, you can perform them just sitting on your desk or on your chair. So now I think it's time to take up the questions because it's almost 2 o'clock.
Yes, sure. I think everyone has learned a lot about these all these asanas and exercises that can help to relieve the stress. So even I learned a lot. So even I tried doing some of the exercises because all of us are sitting since last 3 days continuously for this faculty development program, and yes, my shoulders are really tired sitting the whole time, and it really helped. So any questions, participants? If you have, please post it here.
And the video, it was regarding the toning of your abdominal muscles. You know, many of
Yeah.
us, they want to lose weight, they want to tone their stomach. So you can make these set of postures and practice them on alternate basis, or once in 3 days, right? So
Yeah.
you can practice them.
So I think other than questions, but audiences, they have a good praise for this session. So they say the session was really good, and they want video links for all the sessions, also including this one. And there is a suggestion from participants that power naps in the noon helps to increase the memory power also. So this is something new we got to know.
Of course,
And
it has all
yeah.
the positive impact. You know, when you are tired, you need to take like that 15-20 minutes. They are more than the efficiency of those 15-20 minutes. It is more than that 1 or 2 hours you try to sleep.
Right. And Professor Rajni says that I feel more energized, focused, and positive. And I also start my day with the Surya Namaskar. So
Yes,
she's
great.
already practicing, and I think these new set of exercise would add to her exercise regimen.
Yes, I hope I could have more time to tell you more, because I had added more videos, but we are short of time. I didn't think that, you know, the time would be less for that.
No, in such a limited time frame, you covered everything. I think from how good well-being is, how to judge that you are, where you're lacking, if your lifestyle is good or not. So that going on to that judgment and then coming on to this exercise to enhance your areas where you feel weakness is there, that is amazing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, Professor Rajini, I'll share the presentations also. So if Arashdeep ma'am is ready to share her presentation, so I can share with all the participants.
okay, okay.
So they're asking for your presentation.
Sure, sure. I would give those links.
Yeah.
I will talk to you later regarding.
Right, right. So I think given that it is lunchtime for everyone, so after a good shot of exercise, now everyone is hungry. And thank you, Arshdeep, for coming here for actually teaching us something very off track what we were discussing, and this really helped us to again re-energize and be ready for the upcoming next sessions. So from all side of all participants, from my side, a big thank you to for coming here and taking time in explaining everything from basics to all the complications of that yoga asanas and exercise can involve.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for showing so much enthusiasm for attending the session.
Yeah.
Okay,
That way it is. So we have a very enthusiastic audience here. So they are almost 40 to 50 participants are consistently present that I can see. So I keep looking who is coming and going from the session, and who is coming only for attendance, and who's just coming for a short duration of time to see where is the link of attendance.
I can
So I
see.
keep a track of everyone.
Thank you so much for who enjoyed the session, and I'm really thankful to you, and I hope it helped you. It was beneficial, and I would love to help you in that aspect. It can be like exercise, it can be any kind of exercise or nutrition.
Yeah.
I'm
So
always.
if anyone of anyone from our participants you want to have personal discussion with Arshdeep ma'am for better life and better well-being also, so I can connect you. You can come to me and I can always connect you with her.
Yes, sure. My pleasure.
Yeah. So
Okay, thank you.
thank you everyone. So we'll again meet at 3:30 for our third session of today. So we'll use the same Google Meet link for the session. So the time is 3:30. Thank you. Have a great day, Arshdeep.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.